La 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 la. What is this? Oh, she's an elf. There's dragons. Hello fellow anime geeks and welcome to another review where I log my progress in my personal goal to try every anime series that I can, no matter how popular or unpopular. I've got my usual 4 questions at the ready, and today I have a light novel adaptation for you guys, Leadale no Daichi nite, or In the Land of Leadale on Crunchy. The male genre tags are adventure and fantasy with isekai and reincarnation themes. I'm not sure if I would call this reincarnation, seeing as this is another story about VR MMORPG trapped consciousness, so I don't even know if isekai is all that right either. I think I would call this a game anime. This is a fantasy world and there is that sandbox game sort of feeling of adventure, but this is more of a slice of life with a heavy focus on acquiring the next cute Imoto character, not unlike Kuma Bear. Oh, I want a cute little sister like that. Now, there is an element of mystery to our protagonist's discoveries about this world, so I'm not going to spoil any of that, but I can tell you the basic premise that's laid out in the first few frames of the show. Our protagonist is logged into Leadale when a blackout occurs, and she wakes up in her avatar body in this game world, but if it had progressed 200 years into the future. Political maps have changed and the other player characters seem to have vanished, so our protagonist, who was already overpowered to begin with, seems even more overpowered to these residents that are not so NPC-like anymore. And she begins this journey that's frankly a little bit too nonchalant for her current predicament to find out more. I don't think that the overall tone and premise to this is all that original. The light novel came out in 2019, which is a few years after this latest wave of isekai light novels, which all seem to have gotten their anime adaptations by now, but I do think that the way this set up the premise was original. I really liked that it was a real-world occurrence that created that link to the RPG world. There's also an element of fun and humor to this because there's so much about gaming that this show actually gets right. Oh, okay, so she can like fast travel, and it's surprisingly and just hilariously intriguing to try to figure out what the consequences of these random roleplay actions would be in the world of the NPCs. You know, those children you adopted on a whim whose names you don't even remember? Yeah, they're all grown up now, and it doesn't matter if you just save the world, you're still not above the most menial of tasks for this organization that doesn't know who you are. Do you get to the Cloud District very often? What am I saying? What? Unfortunately, this kept some not so humorous aspects of gaming as well, like a cobbled together magic system suffering from, I don't know, too many expansion packs or character specializations or something, and our protagonist, who has already completed everything, she wanders around the world with a sort of excitement as if you were visiting your least favorite Fallout 4 settlement for a quick vendor visit, only to be told that a settler has been kidnapped and taken to the BADTFL regional office for like the 10th time. I'm not bitter. It's unfortunate because I felt like there were all of these intriguing mysteries to this story, and instead we decided to focus on the mundane. We don't even stop to explain any of the cool skills and items inside of this game, and we don't leave Act 1 in this whole anime adaptation. So we don't know anything by the time we get to the, oh, let's look back at all of my wonderful adventures kind of ending. But why is it 200 years? I guess they'll explain. Have faith. I don't even know if I would recommend this if you guys like games or fantasy or comfort isekai or comedy or overpowered characters or even cute girl slice of life, because I felt like the series was a lukewarm attempt at all of those and didn't really succeed in any of those categories. The cute girls were randomly introduced, but the relationships didn't really have any warmth or depth or meaning to them, and there wasn't really this feeling of character growth and like our protagonist was getting to enjoy their new life like there was in something like Kami-hito, which was a good comfort isekai for me. But I think my main qualm is that I don't really like our protagonist, and I think that that's kind of important in an OP character anime. She's got the most bland, affectionate, good girl kind of demeanor until she doesn't, for no better reason than just trying to give her some personality. She's also not very smart about figuring out the clues about the world, so we're left in the dark, but she still operates under her incorrect assumptions with the most haphazard of moralities, and she's kind of hypocritical. But meh, if you have nothing else to watch. And on that note, I'll catch you in the next video. This looks really fun, but like, can't we write more fantasy that's not isekai? Like, how about just fantasy? Like, it's just a world.